Welcome to Australia Day 2022. Thank you for attending this event. I, Anita Rohaniasi, will be the host today. This event supported by the Australia government through the National Australia Day Council and organized by Perhimpunan Indonesia, known as the Indonesian Association of New South Wales Incorporated, Indonesian Australian Families Association of New South Wales Incorporated, and Gerakan Pemuda Indonesia Australia Incorporated. Australia Day reflect, respect, celebrate, and we are part of the story. Briefly, this event consists of dances, songs from various cultures, namely First Nation, Indonesia, Colombia, China, South Africa, and so on, with the uniqueness that enriches Australia culture. We also have speech from Mr. Rudolf, Mr. Fedi Kurnia Buana, Mr. Yon Sumaryono, Mr. Sarkis Yedian, Mr. Peter Dukas. Soon, we are going to hear the Australian anthem by Mrs. Rajagogo. Wow, what a beautiful voice by the nice, beautiful lady Indonesian Bu Ani Rajagogo. Now we're going to hear acknowledgement of country by Mr. Rudolf Wirawan, the President of Perhimpunan Indonesia, as known the Indonesian Association of New South Wales Incorporated.
Good morning, everyone. Before we commence today's event, in the spirit of reconciliation, the Indonesian Association of New South Wales and the Indonesian community in Australia acknowledge the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connection to land, sea, and community. We pay our respect to the elders, past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders peoples today. First, I would like to welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Fedi Kurnia Buana, Consul General of the Republic Indonesia for New South Wales, Queensland, and South Australia. The Honorable Philip Radox, AO, Mayor of Hornsby City Council. Mr. Sarkis Yedelian, OAM, Consular Right City Council, President Right Multicultural Center, Mr. Peter Docus, OAM, Chair, Ethnic Communities Councils of New South Wales. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our 2022 Australia Day event. This year, Australia Day theme is Reflects, Respect, and Celebrate. And our theme for today's event is Unity in Diversity. As an Indonesian Australian, I am very proud to know that the friendship between Indonesia and Australia has been established since the 18th century. Hundreds of fishermen sailed each year from Makassar on the island of Sulawesi in Indonesia to Annam Land coast, an area they called Marigi. The Makassar traded with Aboriginal people for tripang, or sea cucumbers, which they boiled, dried on their boats, and traded with China, where it is still used for food and medicine today. The Makassar did not settle in Annam Land, but they did have an influence on the Yolngu people's society and rituals. Following the early friendship between the Indonesian Makassar and First Nation Australian, we would like to revive the friendship between Indonesia and Australia by bringing the best of Indonesia to Australia, as well as bringing back the best of Australia to Indonesia. My hope is that we can achieve this exchange across Australia's diverse migrant community so that together we can bring the best of the world for a better Australia. I would like to thank everyone who has made this event possible, especially the National Australia Day Council and the Australian, Indonesian, Chinese, and Colombian cultural communities. We also wish to respectfully advise that today's event may contain images, names, and voices of deceased Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders persons. I now humbly request Honorary President Bapak Yon Sumaryono, founder of the Indonesian Association of New South Wales, and a person who has devoted his life to supporting the Indonesian community and its successful integration into multicultural Australia, to officially open today's event. Thank you. Silakan, Pak John.
Selamat pagi, Bapak-bapak, Ibu-ibu, dan saudara sekalian. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My Indonesian and Australian friends and everyone who is participating in this event. I'll begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of Australia, the Aboriginal people, and I pay respect to their past and present elders. Now I would like to welcome our guest speakers for today. First, I would like to mention a long friend of the Indonesian community of not only Sydney or New South Wales, but also Indonesian friends in Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Philip Radok AO, the former Australian immigration minister for many, many years. And he is still a close friend of the Indonesian community. The Honorable Philip Radok is now Councillor Philip Radok, Mayor of the Hornsby Council. Secondly, I would like to welcome the new Consul General of the Republic of Indonesia to New South Wales, Queensland, and South Australia, Bapak Fedi Kurunia Buana. Welcome to Sydney, Bapak Fedi, and I also welcome your family. And I'm sure that you and your family will enjoy staying in Sydney as the former consul generals of Indonesia have enjoyed their stay in Sydney. Thirdly, my colleague, Councillor Sarkis Yedilian, OAM, Ryde City Council, and also President of the Ryde Multicultural Center. Thank you very much, Councillor Sarkis Yedilian, for your continued support to the Indonesian Association. You have been our friend for many, many years. Then I would like to welcome my colleague, Peter Dukas, OAM, Chair, Multicultural Center of New South Wales, or Ethnic Community Councils of New South Wales, I should say that. Sorry, I have not been attending the meeting of the ECC for more than 2 years. I have been very concerned with my health, and I have no time to learn how to attend meetings through Zoom like this. We received our best friends who, for many, many years of the Indonesian community. Unfortunately, he is unable to attend or to participate in our celebration today. And he is Dr. Stepan Kerkesarian, AO. Formerly, he was the chair of the Community Relation Commission of New South Wales. He regretted very much that he has to be in Canberra today as the deputy chair of the Australia Day Council. But he sent his best wishes so that our celebration will be well run. Thank you very much for our colleagues, Rudolf Wirawan, Epi Yulianti, Ina Rajak Gugu, and many others, which I cannot mention one by one now. Thank you very much. You have been working very hard. And also the cooperation of the three organizations, the Indonesian Association of New South Wales, the Indonesian Australian Family Association, and the Indonesian Australia Youth Movement. Thank you very much for your hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to mention that this celebration has been made possible through the grant by the Australian government through Australia Day Council. Because without whose grant, this would not be possible. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I would like to thank every one of you participating in the celebration. Because without your support, this will not be successful. May I encourage you to enjoy this program and have a great Australia today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
That's very beautiful speech from Mr. Yons Mariono. Thank you. Now it's time for us to enjoy the Gembyong dance. It's a dancer by Tuti Sumino. Gembyong dance is a traditional dance coming from Surakarta city that has been known internationally and is usually performed in order to welcome important guests at festivals and other important events. very nice dance, isn't it? I hope all you are enjoy. Okay, soon we will hear vocal and musical group from Gita Suara Sydney. They called Selayang Pandang. Gita Suara Sydney, vocal group led by Mrs. Ani Rajagugu, has a mission to introduce Indonesia folk songs to the Australia community.
Lama sudah tidak ke ladang, tinggi rumput tinggilah lalang. Lama tak ku pandang, hatiku bimbang. Lama tak ku pandang, hatiku bimbang. Layang-layang, selayang pandang, nyala-nyala, bagai bergoncang. Jangan ragu, janganlah bimbang. Ini lagu selayang pandang. Kalau tidak karena puan, tidak puan kelapa Bali. Kalau tak tuan, siapa lagi? Kalau tak tuan, siapa lagi? Layang-layang, selayang pandang, ini lalam bagai bergoncang. Jangan ragu dan jangan bimbang. Ini lagu selayang pandang. Selayang pandang, hati dalam bagai bergoncang. Ini lalu janganlah bimbang. Ini lagu selayang pandang. Selayang pandang. Sini gunung, di sana gunung, di tengah-tengah kembang melati. Sanalah bingung, di sini bingung. Dua-duanya menawan hati. Layang-layang, selayang pandang, ini lagu bagai bergoncang. Jangan ragu dan jangan bimbang. Ini lagu selayang pandang. Layang-layang, selayang pandang, ini lalang bagai bergoncang. Jangan ragu, janganlah bimbang. Ini lagu selayang pandang. Layang-layang, selayang pandang, hati di dalam bagai bergoncang. Jangan ragu, janganlah bimbang. Ini lagu selayang pandang. Layang-layang, selayang pandang, ini di dalam bagai bergoncang. Ini lagu janganlah bimbang. Ini lagu selayang pandang.
Wow, that's very, very beautiful. Well done, Gita Suara Sydney. That's very, very nice. I really enjoy it. I almost forgot that's my job as the MC here, not the performance. All right, the next one, we're going to hear the speech by the Honorable Councillor Sarkis Jedelian, OAM, Right City Council, the President of Right Multicultural Center. Thank you.
Ibu Anita? Ibu Anita?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Mr. Sarkis, you there? Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you.
Thank you. Good day. Happy Australia Day to everyone. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge, in the spirit of reconciliation, the city of Ryde acknowledges the traditional custodians of this land, the Walamedegal clan and their connections to the land, sea and community. We pay our respect to their elders past and present and extend the respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people. I also should congratulate Indonesian Association of New South Wales for organizing this wonderful event on Zoom. We hope this COVID pandemic will be over, and next Australia Day, we will be all doing it face-to-face again. I should thank John Somariano, my longtime friend. John and I work together in multicultural of Ryde activities. I'm the chair of Ryde Multicultural Advisory Committee of the Council, and John is a distinguished member, as well as he's our vice president. I'm the president of Ryde Multicultural Center. Australia Day is opportunity for all of us, especially we, the new migrants, new Australians. We came to this country. They accepted us in open arms, and we thank Australian people. We thank our traditional Australian owner of this land, our Aboriginal brothers and sisters. We are here to have inclusive and anti-racism. We have to eliminate all kinds of racism from their community. Doesn't matter what color, what religion we are all here as Australians. We participate in this beautiful country, and we bring our culture, our values to this country. We assimilate in this country, but we don't forget our ancestral culture. We enrich Australian culture by bringing all these multicultural values to Australia, and we hope that Australia prospers, and we bring our input to the well-being of Australian people and Australia as well. I congratulate all multicultural communities, congratulate the organizer, and thanks Australian Day Council for granting grants to Indonesian Association. It's a worthy cause, it's a worthy acknowledgement, and I hope all will be good in the next year, and COVID will be over, and we can return to our lives again. Thank you again, and congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Sarkis.
Thank you, Mr. Sarkis. That's very nice speech.
Thank you.
And we hope can have a lot of spirits by listening that your speech is quite moving. The next we're going to see lumping horse dance, or we call in Indonesia as kuda lumping, by Pelangi Indonesia school students and Indonesian arts and culture community. Kuda lumping dance is a traditional Javanese dance originated from Ponorogo, East Java, Indonesia. Dancers stimulate riding horses made from woven, bamboo, decorated with colorful paints and materials. what a beautiful children. So cute, aren't they? Okay, we're going to see the performance Tortor Pusuk Buhit dance from North Sumatra, Indonesia, led by Tiur Ratumonte, dancers Grace Tobing, Saskia Gultom, and Rondang Ambarita. Pusuk Buhit was a sacred mountain of Batak people, where in the past they believed that the greatest god went down to Pusuk Buhit mountain from the time when Batak people came from. The dance tells the beginning of who went down to Pusuk Buhit mountain.
jadinya bolong. Bangun-bangun mulai api mati pul di tanah sianjur mulana.
That's very, very nice. I love it. The dance, the move is very smooth, and the lady is very beautiful. Nice. Make us miss Bonapasogit, means the lands of Batak. That's what I think Ibu Elizabeth Manulang put on the chat. I think so. We all miss. That's why we are here, to enjoy our performances. Okay. Next, we will hear Gio Angklung instrumental, Waltzing Matilda, played by Winda and Stephen Santoso. That Bemyu music was amazing. And I can see Karya Siagian, who's beautiful wearing the Batak dress, very enjoyed as well. Okay, now we have a solo by Yudi Wira Atmaja called Angel Brought Me Here.
It's been a long and winding journey, but I'm finally here tonight, picking up the pieces, walking back into the light, through the sunset of your glory, when my heart and future lie. There's nothing like this feeling when I look into your eyes. My dreams came true when I found you. I found you, my miracle. If you could see what I see, that you're the answer to my prayer. Yes, if you could feel the tenderness I feel, you will know it will be clear that angels brought me here. Standing here before you feels like I've been home again. Every breath is your life, every heartbeat speaks your name. My dream came true right here in front of you, my miracle. You're the answer to my prayer. Well, if you could feel the tenderness I feel, you will know it would be clear that angels brought me here, brought me here to be with you. I'll be forever grateful, oh, forever faithful. My dream came true when I found you, my miracle. You're the answer to my prayer. Well, if you could feel the tenderness I feel, you will know it would be clear that angels brought me here. You're the answer to my prayer. Only the two could feel the tenderness I feel. You will know it will be clear that angels brought me
Wow, what a voice, hey! Very, very beautiful voice. Thank you so much, Mr. Yudi. That's really make my day and also your day.
He will be Australia Got Talent soon,
I mean,
the winner.
I think so. Okay, now we are going to have a raffle. We're going to use the Wheel of Fortune for the Coles gift vouchers.
So audience, ladies and gentlemen, so Salam Ganesha will have a wheel fortune, and then we will spin the little fortune, and then whoever we will have two winners for this moment, okay, and the next one another hour. So once you got, we will record your name, and we can you, and then after you win, you need to inbox to us your email address, and then we check in your Eventbrite, and after that we will send the $50 calls gift voucher, digital calls, $50 calls gift voucher. Okay, silakan, go ahead, Salam Ganesha. Tidak ada suaranya ya? Oke. Oh, the winner is Bapak Konsul Abdul Nazar. Yay!
Congratulations, Pak Abdul Nazar.
Yeah, okay. Menang, the winner of $50 gift voucher, and we will spend that another one.
Who will be the lucky one?
Let's see. Karen Blake. Karen Blake is the winner, the second winner. Congratulations. Could you please email us your email address in inbox? And then just stay tuned, because in another hour, we will spin again two more winner for the raffle ticket. Thank you, Anita. I return to you.
Thanks, Epi. Congratulations for both the winners today. Please share with me. I'll give you my email address. Today we have a chance to see fashion parade. North Sumatra, we called Ulos from Batak. Vietnamese, we called Audai. From Spain, Japan, Yukata dress, and India, sari. The models are Ria Siagian, Henny Brand, Indra McCarthy, Lucy Surtandi, and Ike De Haas. we enjoyed the parade by 5 beautiful ladies, all very nice, beautiful clothes. I love it. Now we're going to hear a speech by the Honorable Consul General of Republic of Indonesia, Mr. Fedi Kurnia Buana.
Terima kasih Bu Anita. Selamat pagi, selamat siang, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. It is really indeed our privilege and honor to be here with all of you guys. Here we have the Honorable Councillor Sarkis Yedelian, OAM, from Riot City Council, the President of Riot Multicultural Center. Also, we have Mr. Peter Dukas, OAM, Chair of Ethnic Communities, Council of New South Wales. Pak Rudolf Wirawan, President of Perhimpunan Indonesia, the Indonesian Association of New South Wales. We also have here Bapak John Sumaryono, sesepuh kita, tokoh masyarakat kita di Australia, di Sydney. Firstly, of course, I would like to thank Perhimpunan Indonesia in New South Wales and all committee members involved in making this great event happen. The event showcases a great collaboration of Indonesian communities as well as other foreign communities and of course with New South Wales government. Hence, on behalf of the government of the Republic of Indonesia, allow me to extend the highest appreciation to the New South Wales government for its great support on this wonderful occasion. Today, on celebration of the Australia Day, the community is encouraged to reflect, respect, and celebrate the nation and people, especially the strong sense of community as all work toward reconnecting. Australia Day 2022 is a time to recognize the resilience of all Australians and to focus on what we can achieve when move forward as community and unified nation. One of Indonesia community, Perhimpunan Indonesia, supported by New South Wales government, proudly initiate the program to celebrate Australia Day with the theme Reflect, Respect, Celebrate, Unity in Diversity. Today, we will also witness singing. We do already witness singing and dance performance, not only from Indonesia, but also from other countries. It is an opportunity to celebrate the cultural diversity and rich migrant heritage, which is very much part of the unique Australian identity and has helped shape the nation proud of its strong and successful multiculturalism. I myself already know that some important activities have been held by Perhimpunan Indonesia since its formation quite a long time ago. Ladies and gentlemen, the relationship between Indonesia and Australia, which has been started for a long time, since the 15th century, has brought cultural closeness and links, not just demographic closeness. Makassar traders looking for trepang in northern Australia have started a very important relationship for Indonesia and Australia. Relationship of both countries have been running very well and dynamic. The two countries have benefited greatly from the relationship that has existed so far. Indonesia, Australia have been through many difficult times together. Australia support during early independence of Indonesia. During tsunami in 2004, Australia was one of the countries which provide immediate assistance in Indonesia during earthquake, and also we hand in hand in supporting Australia's bushfire response through communities as well as our personal team. And of course, in this this pandemic situation, Australia also one of the first nation to deliver the assistance to Indonesia. Currently, we are dealing with COVID-19 pandemic. I trust that through stronger cooperation, we shall overcome this pandemic. To our fellow Indonesian communities in diaspora, now the Indonesia-Australia Comprehensive Economic Partnership has entered into force. This partnership opens better access to each other's market, as well as great access and connections between people. I call all Indonesian community and diaspora to use this opportunity not only to make use of this mutual and beneficial agreement, but also to contribute as champions for better bilateral relations between the two countries, including people-to-people connection as we celebrate today. In today's Australia Day, let us keep united and stay strong amidst this global pandemic. Please do help others in need in your community. Finally, I will close this remark by saying Happy Australia Day, Selamat Merayakan Hari Australia. Enjoy every moment of celebration and festival that we hold. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fedi.
That's very nice speech, Mr. Fedi Kurniabuana. It makes Australian and Indonesian relationship are stronger and better understanding each other. Pardon me. And I think the speech is good for us, for Indonesian people who live in Australia, and also for Australian people. Thank you. Next, we're going to see the First Nations connection with Bugis Makassar, presented by Waude Sipala, teacher of Pelangi Indonesia School.
Australia Day 2022, Unity in Diversity, theme, reflects, respect, and celebrate. First Nation people, connection with Bugis Makassar in the past. Acknowledgement of country. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owner of the land on which we meet today. I would also like to pay respect to elders, past and the present. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people should be aware that this presentation may contain the images, voices, or name of people who passed away. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Waude Sipala, known as Yusran. I'm one of Indonesian language teacher with Pelangi Indonesia School, and I'm involved in the several Indonesian community organization in Sydney. For the next 20 minutes, inshallah, I would like to present the history of trade between First Nation people with Bugis Makassar back in the year 1700 until 1907. The source of picture, video, photo, and information we took from website and from National Museum Australia, Canberra. Next. Today, I'm going to cover 3 parts about Bugis Makassar, met First Nation people. Secondly, trade between Makassar with First Nations people. And the last one, culture exchange beside trade. Next. Historically, relationship between Australian and Indonesian begin as early as the 16th century prior to the arrival of the European through Makassar interaction with indigenous Australians on Australian western and northern coast. Relationship between the two countries are generally well. For more than 200 years, hundreds of Makassar fishermen arrived each December and came along the Arrernte coast. During this visit, they met, trade, and worked with local First Nations people. Next. Describe about Makassar people, how brave they are. Without any modern technology, only use nature navigator. Where the wind blows from north to west, heading to Australia. Then, each April, as the monsoon begin to blow, the fishermen departed, returning to Makassar with the whole of the boat, carrying teripang to be traded north to China. Next. The red big dot of Makassar. Next, PowerPoint 8. Yeah. The red big dot is Makassar. Makassar is the capital of Indonesian province of South Sulawesi. The smaller dot left to right road Timor and Arafurusi. The yellow dots are destination in Australia. 3 yellow dots on the left represent site in the Kimberley region, and the yellow dot on the right represent Arrernte land. Malay chiefs Pak Baso. Pak Baso had made 6 of 7 voyages from Makassar to this coast within the preceding 20 years, and he was one of the first who came. According to Pak Baso, 60 praus belong to the Raja of Bone, King Bone, South Sulawesi, and carrying 1,000 men had left Makassar with the northwest monsoon 2 months before. The objective of the expedition was a certain marine animal called teripang. Who did the Makassar people visit? They didn't settle in Arrernte land, but they did have an influence on local Yolngu people's society and culture. The Unipung family are Yolngu people who live in northeastern Arrernte land in the Northern Territory. Yolngu means person in the language spoken by the people. The Uniping family's ancestors have lived in this place for many thousands of years. The months that the Makassar spent harvesting in the coastal water of northern Australia were busy ones. Fishermen spied the teripang from their perahu or dived down to spike them with the weighted harpoons. There they catch, boil, and dry teripang. On the right side, my slide is a fresh sea cucumber, and the left one is dried sea cucumber. The Makassar did not settle in Arrernte land, but they did have an influence on Yolngu society and ritual. Trade between the Makassar people of Eastern Indonesia and many tribes of Northern Australia was commonplace prior to any European trade in Australia. Commodities such tobacco, rice, calico, knife, axes, fishing hook, and other metal products were exchanged for trepang, pearl shell, beeswax, and ironbark timber. Besides that, fish and prawn trap. In fact, long lines identifying the trade item are still within the culture, and words are still in use today in other land language such as rupiah. To conclude, I hope I have provided you with some interesting information trade between Makassar people and First Nations Australia in the past. To support the Australia Day 2022, we also taught our children about First Nation arts, the activity which include face painting, flags, boomerang, and bark painting using First Nation art symbol. Thank you for watching my presentation today. I hope we are all learning about the history of Bugis Makassar people with First Nations Australia. We reflect to our history, we respect it, and now let us celebrate our beautiful relationship because we are all part of the story. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Bu Yusra. That's very great presentation.
Thank you.
I hope we all learn from Bu Yusra's presentation. It shows that Australia and Indonesia have already had friendship for centuries. How interesting. Very interesting. Thank you.
Just give you an information to the audience that Ibu is very passionate about to do this presentation, to share the knowledge about the history, because Bu Yus actually originally comes from Makassar or Sulawesi, South Sulawesi. Yes, Bugis Makassar. Bu Yus is the original, authentic Bugis Makassar.
Thank you, Ibu.
Thank you.
Now we're going to hear the trio Dream, Dream, Dream by Teresia Tomahu, NNBC, and Jen Roots.
Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream when I want you. In my arms when I want you. And on your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. Dream, dream, dream when I feel blue. In the night when I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I don't mind, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream.
That's very nice. The trio, dream, dream, dream. Next one, we're going to hear the solo entitled Hopelessly Devoted to You by Novi Taha Lele.
Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know. There's just no getting over you. Hello, I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. But baby, can't you see? There's nothing else for me to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my hand, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. My head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on till the end, and that's what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my hand, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you.
Novi, a nice song. Song very well.
Well done, Novi.
Thank you, Mrs. Novi Taha Lele. That's very nice.
This is from Olivia Newton-John, Australian icon singers. Beautiful, Novi.
Thank you. Now we're going to see mass dance. We call in Indonesia as tari topeng by Dewi Bud. Dewi Booth of Nusantara Sydney Dance, Red Mask describes a human who has aggressive character. Dance from capital city of Indonesia, Jakarta. Wow, very energetic dance. Well done. Good Dewi, good, very nice dance. Love it. I hope you all follow his dance. It's a good exercise, good for our body, good for our mind. Okay, next, we're going to see the performance Poco Poco line dancing. Singer by Ati Palopi. Dancers are Netriyeni, Terry Watkins, Diana Simon, Indra McCarthy, and Henny Bland.
body, poco-poco. Cuma ngana yang pika cinta, cuma ngana yang pika sayang, cuma ngana suka bikin pusing. Ngana bilang pika na sayang, rasa hati ini melayang jauh. Adija, biar pikangan bebayang, biarlah bikin layang-layang, cuma ngana yang suka sayang. Melenggang patah-patah, mana begoyang pica-pica, ngana pe body, poco-poco. Cuma ngana yang pika cinta, cuma ngana yang pika sayang, cuma ngana suka bikin pusing. Melenggang patah-patah, ngana pe goyang pica-pica, ngana pe body, poco-poco. Cuma ngana yang pika cinta, cuma ngana yang pika sayang, cuma ngana suka bikin pusing. Ngana bilang pika na sayang, rasa hati ini melayang jauh. Adija, Adija, biar pika ngana bebayang, biarlah bikin layang-layang, cuma ngana yang pika sayang, cuma ngana yang pika sayang.
Yay! That's very nice voice. Thank you, Ibu Ati, and also all the beautiful ladies who teach us how to dance. Very beautiful dance. I hope you all dance as well with them. Okay, the next one I will call back Mrs. Waude Siti Yusran Sipala, known as Bu Yusran. It's First Nation Cross, hit corner by Bu Yusran, teacher of Pelangi Indonesia School, and the students of Pelangi Indonesia School. Aboriginal and all Torres Strait Islander peoples should be aware that this presentation may contain the images, voices, or names of people who have passed away.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Participate Australia Day to reflect, respect, and celebrate unity in diversity. My name is Odesi Pala, known by Yusran. Today I'm going to teach the children how to participate in First Nation arts, including 4 activities. First of all, flag painting, boomerang, bark painting, and the last one is face painting. Face painting is most popular in the children with First Nation art. Face painting running by Arinda, and the 3 others activity is myself. Hopefully, the children have fun and enjoy to celebrate Australia Day in 2022.
Very good activities for the kids. Thank you, Bu Yusran. Now the kids learn how to draw or to learn about the Aboriginal flags. That's very good. We also learn, I also learn, everyone I think learns. Thank you. Now we are going to hear the speech delivered by Mr. Peter Dukas, OAM, Chair of Ethnic Communities Council of New South Wales.
Thank you, and it's good to be with you. I hope you can hear me relatively clearly. I'm addressing you from the beautiful Colo River in New South Wales. We are, I'm on holiday with my family, and this event, like many other Australia Day events, is important because we recognise unity in diversity. I'd like to pay respects to traditional elders on the lands that we are meeting on, and acknowledge the role of our Aboriginal brothers and sisters in the Australian story. We are privileged to be living amongst the oldest continuing culture in the world. I also acknowledge my friend John Samajano, who I've seen earlier, and the fantastic work that the Indonesian community has contributed not just to the Ethnic Communities Council, but also to our Australian multicultural story in general. The theme for Australia Day, and the theme for this Australia Day is unity in diversity, and that's exactly what I think we should all focus on. Australia Day is a day that brings us all together as a community and as a country, and I think it's something that we should be very thankful of moving into the 21st century. And sorry, drop down there for a moment. Moving into the 21st century and beyond, and moving past COVID as well. I think that we've seen the real nature of community come out, and the strength in all our multicultural communities. And we, as the Ethnic Communities Council of New South Wales, as the peak body representing multicultural communities in this state, will continue to work with the Indonesian community, and we welcome that partnership. And I also acknowledge that Indonesia itself is a multicultural country, and has done exceptionally well in binding its many cultures and faiths within its own national framework. So I look forward to the future. I look forward to further working with the community, and thank you again for inviting me.
Thank you, Mr. Peter Dukas.
Thank you, Mr. Peter Dukas. You still have time for us, even though you are on a holiday with your family. Thank you for sharing your time.
It's my pleasure. I wouldn't miss it. And happy Australia Day.
Excellent speech. Thank you. And then it's bringing us together as a community and as a country. That's very nice words. Love it.
Thank you very much. Happy Australia Day.
Happy Australia Day. Now we will have still a chance to win the raffles tickets. Spinning time.
I believe everyone waiting for this.
Yep, I think so. I'm waiting too.
Let's see what we will have for the winner.
My name. Say my name.
Yes.
My name.
Go ahead, Salam Ganesha.
For me.
Yay! For Bu Yus. Or Bu Ani. Or Bu Lucy. Katres.
Ta-da! Christina Dromi. Christina Dromi. Congratulations. Win one $50 calls voucher. Okay, we will spin another one.
Come on, Rinda. Come on.
Karya. Pasuhandi.
Anita. Inyoman Surya Krishna Saputra.
Oh la la.
Congratulations. Okay.
Congrats to the winners.
Congratulations.
Happy shopping
Okay.
at Tools.
Stay tuned. In another hour, we will spin now 4 calls gift voucher and $50 each. 4. Okay, another hour. So stay tuned in this program. Okay, you might be the winner.
Good luck. Okay, now I would like to introduce Dim Sung Song in Cantonese by student of Sydney Chinese School. Yam cha is the Cantonese tradition of brunch involving Chinese tea and dim sum. There are over 1,000 dim sum dishes in existence today. Hope you can find a kind of dim sum that you like the dim sum song.
Yummy, 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 yum, sa-la. Yummy, 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 yum, sa-la.
蒸隻糯米雞，蒸隻糯米雞，蝦個芋角馬拉糕煎堆仔，你又嚟食佢，我又嚟食佢，蟹肉瑤柱灌湯餃好美味，我鍾意食點心，鍾意食點心。 邊處仲有阿姐推點心車，蝦餃燒賣叉燒腸，遲嚟就賣晒。蒸隻糯米雞，蒸隻糯米雞，蝦個芋角馬拉糕煎堆仔，你又嚟食佢，我又嚟食佢，蟹肉瑤柱灌湯餃好美味。 我鍾意食點心，鍾意食點心，邊處仲有阿姐推點心車，蝦餃燒賣叉燒腸，次力就賣晒。蒸隻糯米雞，蒸隻糯米雞，蝦個芋角馬拉糕煎堆仔，你有你食佢，我有你食佢，蟹肉瑤柱灌湯餃好美味。我鍾意食點心，鍾意食點心，邊處仲有阿姐推點心車，蝦餃燒賣叉燒腸，次力就賣晒。
Very cute kids, beautiful. Now we're going to see the Lir Ilir dance, Javanese by Pelangi Indonesia School and Indonesian Art and Cultures Community. Lir Ilir dance is a traditional dance from Central Java. The music and lyrics were composed by Sunan Kalijaga in the early 16th century.
Royo royo tak senggotunan
Wow. Happy to see that the next generation already so talented. Now we are going to see the Chinese fan dance, Dawn of Spring in Mandarin, by students of Sydney Chinese School. The Chinese fan dance is performed in celebration of Chinese culture. It represents beauty, grace, and delicacy. It also expresses feeling of joy. The song and dance, Chun Xiao, come from the Chinese ancient poem written by Meng Haoran. So cute, very, very cute. What a bright future they all have. We're going to have a tari merak, or known as a peacock dance, by Nusantara Sydney Dance, Dewi Booth and Hannah as the dancers. It's a beautiful and graceful peacocks who are enjoying a beautiful garden. The dance is from West Java, Indonesia. Beautiful costume in yellow and red. They are really good dancers. Now it's time for talk show. Australia Day 2022. Unity, Diversity by Mr. Rudolf Wirawan and Bu Ude Siti Yusran Sipala, known as Bu Yusran.
Halo, Bu Yusran. Apa kabar? Apa kabar? How are you, Bu Yusran?
Alhamdulillah, good, Pak Rudolf.
So there's a time for us to just talk about unity in diversity, reflex, respect, and celebrate. That is the theme that we would like to discuss today or talk today, as well as how we connect the from Indonesia to Australia, and don't forget with South Africa as well, through the spice route. Remember that? That is the one that make us very, very proud. We connect to everyone, make a friendship for thousands of years ago or hundreds of years ago, and hopefully we can continue to do so together. By the way, I watched your presentation. That is quite interesting. It's very, very useful. I learned a lot from the presentation. You mentioned something with Pak Basi or Panggilan something. We are not very sure what you mean, as well as some of the words, why they call Makassar, because what I know is Makassar. And also the word koligo or something in Bugis language. So let us learn the Bugis language as well and Makassar language as well.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, back about 200 ago, the First Nation start to visit Australia, and mostly they put their Malay. Malay mean not Malaysia, but actually they mean is Indonesia, because we are Malaysia. But actually, when you see on the top my presentation, it say Malay. It's mean Indonesia.
Correct. Yes.
I said like that because the person who came the first here is Pak Baso. Pak in Indonesia mean Mr. In Bugis mean Pak Baso Andi Baso. For the
the word Pak Baso is actually two words, right? Pak with is Mr. and
Pak,
Baso.
Mr.
It's not
Baso.
one word.
That's
right.
right. Pak.
Okay,
That's
wonderful.
right.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's for
I
men.
learned something.
And then for women, they call Andi Bese. That's a Buddhist word, yeah.
Wonderful.
Andi Bese for the men, Baso, and the women, Bese. And the other thing, the word of Makassar in the book or on the PowerPoint or any literature, it's different and changed. It's depend on the year when they make that story, like Makassar or Makassar or Makassan.
Oh, there's
But
three different words. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Even there are another name of Makassar. We say that Ujung Pandang. Ujung Pandang.
I know that. Ujung Pandang, I know that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's very interesting actually. But nowadays we call Makassar. Okay, let me explain. Let me explain why it's very hard for foreigner to pronunciate the consonant R. Look at it linguistically. R is the roll consonant, where you use your tip of your tongue and roll it to your top of your roof of your mouth. Become
I think for us R is not very hard because we drive a car called
That's not difficult. But for the foreigner, for the foreigner,
yes.
R instead of R, it's difficult. They substitute become N, so it's become Makassar.
I see. Yeah,
but it's okay. It's the same. It's still in the dental consonant. If we put in the group of the articulation, so that's my passion, how to analyze the consonant.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay. The other thing, koli. Koli is, that's the Bugis word, but for the people, probably they're very lazy to make it repetition. It's become koliko instead of
I see.
koli.
I see.
Yeah, that's
Make it
the
all
three
simple.
part.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
interesting. Yes.
Okay,
And the
okay.
other thing for the exchange, for the exchange culture, rupiah, they use that. Even the Bugis people always pray, and they calling, say Allahu Akbar. They say God. For First Nation, they say Allah. Allah.
Oh, wow.
So, yes, that's very interesting
Interesting.
actually.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
culture.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So I think it's quite interesting to see all the exchange, because the Makassar people travel to Australia. They exchange culture, goods, everything, and then they work closely together. They make friendship, and then at the right wind, they're going back to Malaysia, to Sulawesi. And then next year everything start again. So it's going quite routine in every years that happen. But as we know, somehow the tradition or the connection is stopped, is cut off. And
that's the one, my question to you, Pak Rudolo.
Yes.
You can see that back in the year 1700 until 1907.
Right.
Of course, 200 years is not the short time. But
Correct. Yes.
why suddenly all that information disappear?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
I couldn't find any information until today.
Yeah.
Can you explain to us? Yeah.
To be honest with you, I also not sure, but all the fact is coming up, and then I think it's good to remember the friendship that we have not only with Australia but also with South Africa. We have people from Bugis Makassar travel using the sailboat until South Africa that long. And we know in Indonesia we call it a spice road or jalan rempah. And I think that is very important of this kind of history, where in the past people actually trading each other, selling, exchange, including the culture. And then after that, they're going back to the country. They respect. Remember the word respect each other. So I believe the word respect today is very, very important. So we respect not only between human, but also between animal, plant, environment. Later on, we can hear the wisdom word from Peter Turner about how we respect the environment and so on and so forth. So I think if we respect, then everything will flow. Respect means, we bring something good from us to the table, and then bring something good from the table back to our home. So the world hopefully become better for everyone.
Peacefully and friendly.
That's correct.
Celebrate. Australia Day is so wonderful for us, to unity and diversity. It's really correct. It's a very good moment for us.
That's correct. Yeah. To my actually surprise, there are also mosque in South Africa, created by Indonesia.
That's called.
That makes us very, very proud.
Yes. That's the first time. Called Pak Yusuf. Yeah. That's the one bring the Islamic culture to that Africa. And we know now Africa's country is very famous with that.
Correct. And that is in Cape Town. And I talked to my friend, and they also, say, yes, we saw that. And to me, it break my heart to hear all this, that we have a very positive legacy in the whole world. And let's continue to do so with everyone. Let's make a friendship, like what the dance has proven, the sing all respect to each other, because you cannot dancing by yourself. You have to dance with others, and also singing with others. So I think that's what we could say. Of course, if anyone would like to ask a question later on, please do so. But I think if you don't have anything else, we stop at this moment
Yes,
and let's
yes.
continue. And probably by the end, question and answer or whatever. Yeah?
You're
Thank you.
welcome,
Thank you
Pak
so
Rudolf.
much.
You're welcome.
Very informative. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you, Bu Liz,
Thank
Anita.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Pak Rudolf, Mr. Rudolf Irawan, and Mrs. Waude Siti Yusran Sipala, known as Bu Yusran. That's very interesting topics. You guys really good for 10 minutes speech, conversation, and very useful, good information. The next one we're going to watch Welcome to the Jungle Dance from Colombia, song La Tortuga by Colombian Cultural and Folkloric Organization led by Sandra Lucas. It is a magical carnival ensemble that brings people together to share and celebrate life, happiness, love, diversity, harmony, and fantasy.
Estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, bajo del agua, bajo del agua, haciendo tu ruido como cosa mala. Estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, bajo del agua, bajo del agua, haciendo tu ruido como cosa mala. Estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, 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 bajo del agua, bajo del agua, haciendo tu ruido como cosa mala. Estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, bajo del agua, bajo del agua, haciendo tu ruido como cosa mala. Estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, estaba la tortuga, 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 la tortuga bajo del agua, estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, y estaba el agua por aquello de Abusa. ¡Ay! ¡Habla, Zacarías! ¡Habla! Estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, bajo del agua, bajo del agua, haciendo tu ruido como cosa mala. Estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, bajo del agua, bajo del agua, haciendo tu ruido como cosa mala. Estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, estaba la tortuga bajo del agua, estaba la tortuga bajo del agua.
Wow, that's very, very beautiful. Love it. I wish I can join live straight away over there. It is a really fantastic dance, different culture perspective, such as exciting dancers. Very, very good. Thank you. We're going now to hear the speech. The Honorable Philip Rudolph, AO, Mayor of Hornsby City of Council.
long-standing friend of the Indonesian community here in Australia. But this morning, I am conducting in Hornsby a citizenship ceremony for some 40 new Australians, and it's likely to occupy most of my morning. And for that reason, I can't be at your event, but I wanted to send my apologies and to emphasise particularly the importance of Australia Day to all Australians. And by that I mean those people who come to this country and make a commitment to this country, believe in its fundamental principles, parliamentary democracy, the rule of law, and want to be fellow Australians. When I greet my fellow Australians, I remind them that they don't have to forget where they're from, they don't have to forget their heritage, their culture, their race. In fact, they're all entitled to share those very positive qualities with other Australians, because something like 50% of Australians are either overseas born or have one parent overseas born. It's one of the largest proportions of overseas born populations anywhere in the world. I think there are only 2 other countries who have a greater proportion of their population overseas born than Australia. One of them is Israel and the other is Luxembourg. So isn't Australia a very special place? And it's a home, a positive home to many people who have settled here in Australia from Indonesia. And I commend them for their commitment to this nation, their commitment to our fundamental principles. And I'm delighted that they are celebrating together on this Australia Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Radak. Australia is a very special place to settle. That's very true. Not only from Indonesia, but also from people around the world. Now we are going to hear solo Kisas by Ati Pala Upi.
Siempre que te pregunto, cuándo, cómo y dónde, tú siempre me respondes, quizás, quizás, quizás. Y así pasan los días, y yo fui desesperando, y tú constantando, quizás, quizás, quizás. Estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando, pensando. Por lo quieras, tú quieras, hasta cuándo, hasta cuándo. Y así pasan los días, y yo fui desesperando, y tú constantando, quizás, quizás, quizás. Siempre que te pregunto, fue cuando, cómo y dónde, tú siempre me respondes, quizás, quizás, quizás. Y así pasan los días, y yo fui desesperando, y tú constantando, quizás, quizás, quizás. Estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando, pensando. Con lo quieras, tú quieras, hasta cuándo, hasta cuándo. Y así pasan los días, y yo fui desesperando, y tú constantando,
That's very nice song by Ibu Ati Palo Epi. Very nice. Thank you, Ibu. I would like to apologize if I pronounce your name incorrectly. As Indonesian proverb said, tiada gading yang tak retak. There is no ivory that not crack. Right, now we're going to continue our event. The next one is Cambia dance from Colombia song. La Polera Colora Cumbia by Colombian Cultural and Folkloric Organization led by Sandra Lucas. The official dance of Colombia. Dancers spin around and part from each other using candles, long skirts, and traditional hats.
¡Dímelo! Ay, al son de los tambores, esa negra se amaña, y al sonar de la caña, van brindando sus amores. Es la negra soledad, la que goza mi cumbia. Esa negra zaramulla, oye caramba, con la pollera colora, de aquí para allá, de allá para acá, qué buena está. Mira cómo baila, mira cómo mueve la pollera colora. Y esa negrita rica, qué linda y sabrosa que está. Pa' que lo baile Venezuela, Perú, Ecuador y Panamá. Mira qué rico. Y ay, cuando le canto a Soledad, yo me siento contento, porque con su movimiento, inspiración ella me da. Tiene color de canela y mucho olor a la pimienta. Como estoy de contento, oye caramba, con su pollera colora, de aquí para allá, de allá para acá, qué buena está. Mira cómo baila, mira cómo mueve esa pollera colora. Y esa paisita linda, qué rica y sabrosa que está. Y un saludo cordial a mi país, Colombia, quiero dar. Bueno, Piri, la verdad que yo quiero que todo el mundo me acompañe a bailar la pollera colorada como se baila en Colombia. ¡Venga! ¡No escucho esa palmita! ¡Dame la palmita, Medellín! ¡Cámara lenta! De aquí para allá, de allá para acá, qué buena está. Y esta negra querida, esta negra linda, oye mamá. Y aquí en Medallo sí se baila la pollera colora. Mira cómo baila, mira cómo mueve esa pollera colora.
It's very enjoyable, lovely dancing. Now we're going to view Australia Day photo gallery.
I came from the dream time, from the dusty red soiled plains. I am the ancient heart, the keeper of the flame. I stood upon the rocky shores, I watched the tall ships come. For 40,000 years I've been the first Australian. I came upon the prison ship, bowed down by iron chains. I fought the land, endured the lash, and waited for the rains. I'm a settler, I'm a farmer's wife, on a dry and barren run. A convict, then a free man, I became Australian.
I'm the daughter of a digger who sought the motherlode. The girl became a woman on the long and dusty road. I'm a child of the Depression. I saw the good times come. I'm a bushy, I'm a battler. I am Australian. We are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We'll share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian.
I'm a teller of stories, I'm a singer of songs. I am Albert Namatjira, and I paint the ghostly guns. I'm Clancy on his horse, I'm Mayor Kelly on the run. I'm the one who waltzed Matilda, I am Australian.
I'm the hot wind from the desert, I'm the black soil of the plains, I'm the mountains and the valleys, I'm the drought and flooding rains. I am the rock, I am the
Great photos. That's very good photos. We are one. We are many. We are all Australians. Next, contribution from South Africa, Shekona dance by Penda traditional dance. I will let Mr. Rudolph to introduce. Go ahead, Mr. Rudolph.
Thank you, Bu Anita. For the next program, I would like first to thank and acknowledge the contribution from Bamboo Eco Village South Africa. Bamboo Eco Village South Africa is part of the Eco Village research initiated by Professor Janet McIntyre and Dr. Sam Wells from the University of Adelaide. The research has now expanded to South Africa, Indonesia, Australia, Vietnam, and Greece. It is joint research between Adelaide University, led by Professor Janet McIntyre, Unpad University from Bandung, Indonesia, led by Professor Ida Widyaningsih, the Vice Dean of Faculty of Social and Political Science at University Pajajaran, and in South Africa, led by Professor Norma Rome from UNISA, University of South Africa. The first video is of Venda traditional dance called Cikona, They use bamboo called musununu, which is only found in Tualu village in Limpopo province, South Africa. The king, chief, and headman dance together depending on the level. The second video is called Mibla Mutodo in Venda language. It has multi-tones. In ancient time, elders used to play it in chief palace during the occasion and during burial, and it also evoke and generate spirituality. So please go ahead with the video. Thank you.
That's very nice music. Membila Mutondo, music instruments from South Africa. Beautiful. It's similar, I think, with Kolintang from North Sulawesi.
Yeah, very, very similar.
We are all going to hear a message from the elders in South Australia by Mr. Peter Turner that will be introduced by Mr. Rudolf Wirawan.
Thank you again, Bu Anita. Now we would like to introduce you to Peter Turner from the land of the Arrernte. The Arrernte people live in Central Australia. Their traditional land, including the area of Alice Springs and East McDonnell Ranges. Arrernte country is rich with mountain ranges, waterholes, and gorges. As a result, to Arrernte people set aside conservation area in which various species are protected. Arrernte people maintain a song present in Alice Springs and have formed an Arrernte Council of Central Australia, as well playing a major role in Aboriginal organization in Alice Springs. Many Arrernte people also live in community outside the Alice Springs and on outstation. Let's hear the wisdom from Peter Turner, the eagle warrior in the land of Arrernte.
Okay. This is old Uncle Pop, the mighty eagle warrior from the Arrernte people of Central Australia. I'm a desert man. But, you know, we go into this world pondering what's going on with it, but we don't respect what we've got. There are people trying to do things, but all across the world, we're losing ourselves. We are not respecting what what the First Nation people of every country is telling us. And what I'll say to the modern people of the world, you were all traditional people at one time or other in history. And you've got to learn to respect the Great Mother and the Father Sky, because if you don't, she's growling at us. And she is telling us with more earthquakes, more volcanoes, tsunamis, floods, droughts, she's going to keep telling us, and I think she's getting angry. She's turning to a stage of repaying multitude of what we've done wrong to her. And unless we wake up, we'll be the last dinosaur. I know it sounds funny to you people out there, but listen to your traditional people more. Start including them. Your First Nation people of every planet. Start working together for one thing. The survival of our planet, the survival of our species, which is getting too big. We need to really look what we're doing there. And we got to start respecting everything around us. When I see the mighty tiger disappearing in India, Sumatra, Indonesia, and all those places, you know, China, the lion, the elephant, the gorilla in Australia, the kangaroos, the wallabies, the koalas, the little mouse, and certain species and trees that are going because we flood our continent with forestry. Every island, every continent in this planet has been designed for what the planet is, but we can continually destroy her for our own greed. We need to step back and only just grow what we need and sustain ourselves, not overspend and not overmind, not over anything. I think it's time we woke up. And I think what's happening in the world today, I think as a human species, we need to wake up because it's gearing up, I hate to say this, but the lords of war are starting to sound their trumpets. This century we haven't had a global war, but it seems like our species is hell-bent on war. And you see the latest thing, we've got to stop all this, but will we? Our greed is our worst enemy. You know, it shows no respect for anything. As much as a multi-billionaire might say, I'm going to do this and go and do that, well, I say to them, to the politicians and all that, wake up. Politicians, you are put there by the people. Start respecting the people. Start listening to the poor, the people that are wise and everything. Don't just pass them under the table. For what's happening in the world, I think we all know. And unless we change our way, I'm saying in the next 30 years, you might see the demise of the human species. I can go on all day about this, but my traditional people have been trying to tell you for eons. And those that are colonialists. Long time ago, you were traditional people in your land. You went and colonized here and there, and those of power did the same thing. But did you listen to the Great Mother? Some did, but those that didn't, notice they perished. Let's all work together for a better human species and a more simpler way of living. You don't need to live in a big flash hairy house. Just a little old flower shed will do. But that's the way we are. We want to live like kings. Well, we will lose that way one day, and kings will fall as we go to war. Let us hope it's not war. But I can see this down the track. Probably not in my time. It may be, but I hope not. But let's see what happens. On that note, I can go on all day. Respect one another. to the color of the person. Just remember this. When we are born, the little ones get on together. When we die, we're buried next to each other. But somewhere in the middle, we have lost our way. Let us all start to think about where we come from, the Great Mother, and we go back to her, whether in one piece or in little ashes, depends which way we go. And on that note, I will finish on that one. And for my traditional people, I'll give a little bit of a highlight. Someday, maybe I hope before I'm go under the gum tree, I hope to see a traditional person being the leader of this country. Maybe it will happen, maybe it won't. Depends on how greedy people are and how self-centered they are. But I can talk all day on this subject, but to people out there, unite, get rid of tyranny, stop over exploiting Mother Earth, make do with what you got. Simple things that you can repair, have them repaired. Don't go and throw them away and get a new one. Recycle as much as you can. Show more respect for the Great Mother. And on that note, respect one another, keep safe, and unite as one common cause for the Great Mother and Father Sky. On that note, I'll sign off.
Thank you, Mr. Peter Turner. That's a very strong message. We want to live in harmony. Thank you. Now still a chance to be lucky. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Epi, are you ready?
Yes. So we're
Oh.
going to spin 4 more winners, okay? For $50 calls gift voucher. Before we spin the wheel fortune, I just want to thank for all the committee members, especially Ibu Andi, who has helped us to collect data, the name of the person who will be eligible to receive $20 calls gift voucher in regards like helping community in Australia Day. So basically, we allocate some of the funding from the government to what you call to buy the $20 cost gift voucher to the community members. Okay, says as age people, unemployment, domestic violence victims, for example, like isolated due to COVID, or isolate or cannot work because has to do isolation. Also, people with disability. So so far we have around 200 people already registered to be eligible, receive $20 call gift voucher. So after the event, all the names that already with us, we will send the calls gift voucher card, or if the community members who have already giving us the email address, we will send digital calls voucher. That's all from me. Thank you. Yes, ready?
3, 2, 1.
Trecia,
Go.
Trecia, Trecia.
Yusran.
Trecia. Oh, Rahmat
Firmansyah.
Oh.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Ini Mbak Mut sekarang, jadi terbuka sekarang.
Papa Aisyah ini ya.
Baru.
Okay, next one. Yeah.
Tresia.
Ibu Wedi.
Tresia.
Ibu Juli.
Bu Wedi tuh.
Oh, si Juko Felna.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, now the third. Spinning.
Yeah, spinning.
Ibu Yeni Nazar.
Tresia.
Maybe Ibu
Please,
Epi.
Adi Winoto.
Ora.
Holla. Oh, Pak Didi. Yeah, lucky one.
Wonderful.
Congratulations,
Pak Didi.
One more.
Last chance.
Probably Ibu Andi.
Maybe one chance.
Anthony, only. Wow, you lucky one. Very good.
Congratulations for you all, for lucky people today. But I think we also lucky, all of us.
Yes.
Because we are still here in Australia.
Masih nggak mood ya, jadi masih kedengar.
Okay, now we are in the event that we are looking for the beautiful song. A beautiful song called I Still Call Australia Home. Duet by Teresa Ani Raja Gugus. Wherever we are, we still call Australia home.
Stay tuned, because we will have after that we will have a photo together or photo group. Okay, thank you. After the speech.
I've been to cities that never close. From New York to Rio and no London town. But no matter how far or how right I roam, I still call Australia home. I'm always traveling and I love being free, so I keep living the sun and the sea. But my heart lies waiting over the phone. I still call Australia home. Oh, the son and daughters spinning round the world, away from their family and friends. But as the world gets older, colder, it's good to know where your journey ends. Someday we always together once more. When all the ships come back to the shore, then I realize something I always know. I still call Australia home. And someday we'll all be together once more. When all the ships come back to the shore, then I realize something I always know. I still call Australia. I still call Australia. I still call Australia home.
Whoa! Powerful duet by two ladies. Well done. Ibu Teresia Tomahu and Ibu Ani Raja Gugu. Very, very powerful voice. Enjoyed so much. Everyone, Be ready. We're going to take photo together. Please be ready to show your face and unmute after the closing speech by Mr. Rudolf Wirawan. Go ahead, Mr. Rudolf Wirawan, to give a speech, closing speech, and then we're going to take a photo together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bu Anita. What an excellent performance. It just goes to show that unity in diversity is not hard to achieve.
No.
Through respecting each other and working together, our performers leverage their individual and collective strengths to create beautiful art. Our challenge to everyone joining today is to think about how you can bring the best of your unique culture as well as learn from the story and experiences of other cultures, in particular from First Nations, toward a stronger and more united Australia community. I would like to close by saying a big thank you to all who have joined us today, especially all those who helped make this event successful. Thank you again, and we hope to see you at future event. Thank you and farewell.
Foto, kakak, liatin.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, now it's time for you all to show your face, please, and unmute. I will count 1, 2, 3. After 3, then everyone is to say Australia Day. Reflect, respect, celebrate. We are all part of the story.
Yeah.
Okay? You ready? After 3, okay?
19.
1.
19. Yeah.
2, 3. Australia
Australia
Day.
Day.
Australia
Reflect, respect, celebrate. We are a part of the
Happy
story.
Australia Day.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. Good.
Thank you, everyone, for joining.
welcome. You're welcome.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
See you
thank
next
you.
time in the next program.
Thank you all.
Hopefully, we can do face-to-face next
Yes.
project, next program.
Wonderful.
Congratulations, Teresa. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kak Teresia. Everyone.
Yeah, thank you all. You all are great. The spirit of the unity in diversity is upon us. Let's bring the best of the world for a better Australia. Love you all.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you, Pak John. Thank you, Pak Rudolf.
Thank you, Pak Yon.
Thank you, everyone.
Sehat-sehat. Thank you. Oke, nanti foto-foto video bisa dilihat di YouTube ya. Oke, so we will share. Don't worry, we will share all the video and the photo. No problem. Thank you, Ibu Ani. Ya, love you all.
Makasih Mbak Epi.
Sama-sama. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, my guest, Dr. Leo Phillips. We talk you soon. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you, Anita. Bye, Anita.
Thank you.
Great.
Wes keluar.
Wow. Thank you, Ganesha.
Aku masih duduk di sini terpaku soalnya puas ya. Coba deh kita lihat.
Halo, Pak Yon. Suaranya di mute, Pak Yon. Rasanya susah pergi ya.
Enjoy soalnya.
Oh my God. So kita doing reflection sekarang. So,
Iya.
yeah.
Kalian luar biasa. Waduh, luar biasa. Payon juga, Payon luar biasa. Payon suaranya di mute, Payon. Nggak kedengaran, Payon. Di bawah ada button mikrofon, diklik coba. Itu akan unmute.
Apa kabar Ibu? Sehat Ibu?
Oke, nggak apa-apa, Payon.
Ada ibunya di sebelah itu, Pak.
Oh
Rudolf.
iya,
Ada
Bu
ibu di
Ice.
sebelah, Ibu Ice.
Ibu
apa
Ice
kabar?
mana nggak kelihatan? Oh.
Ya, mundur
Halo,
dikit
Bu
Bu,
Ice.
mundur dikit Bu Ice. Masya Allah, udah lama nggak ketemu Ibu nih.
Nanti kita mesti ngopi bersama ya.
Maaf, saya stop recording dulu ya.
Ya,
Oh
siap.
ya.